Good morning, students. Hope you all are good and staying at your home safely. So, students, till yesterday I had explained you till page number 8, and I have to explain you today the last paragraph. That is, he equipped himself with a long sturdy stick and then started on his 18-kilometer expedition back to his village through the Solent flood waters. It was journey he would never forget. So now, when after that havoc cyclone played by the cyclone, he was staying at his friend's house. So now he thought that now he has to move back to his village, and so he equipped himself with a long sturdy stick. Sturdy means strongly made stick, and he started his journey, that is of his 18-kilometer expedition. Means where he was living at Kalikuda. Now he has to move back to his village through the Solent flood water. Means everywhere there was a water. So it was a journey he would never forget. He constantly had to use his stick to locate the road, to determine where the water was most shallow. Means कहाँ पर सबसे ज़्यादा water है. He has to use that stick to उसको point out करता था वो road पे, so that the water road is there, or the road has been vanished away, or it was broken down, or it was वो वहाँ पर the water is shallow or not. So he has to use that long stick. At places it was waist deep and progress was slow. At several points he lost the road and had to swim. So some places there was a waist deep and the progress was slow, means flood was the water was not there, but at several point he has to use that long stick, because he had lost the road and he has to swim. After some distance, he was relieved to find two friends of his uncle who were also returning to their village. So after he was moving back to his village, and after some point he found that he found a two friend of his uncle who was also returning to the village. Now they decided to move ahead together. So the three of them decided to move ahead together. As they waded through the water, the scene they witnessed grew more and more macabre. Now, students, wade means to walk through water with difficulty. I am repeating it again. Wade means to walk through in difficulty, like through water with a difficulty. Now, macabre means involving death or violence in a way that is strange, frightening, or unpleasant. Means macabre means involving death or violence in a way that is strange, frightening, or unpleasant. So when they were heading towards their village, what they found that the water was everywhere, and it was very difficult for them to walk, and the scene they had witnessed was very much like frightened. Now why? Because they had to push away many human bodies, men, women, children, and carcasses of dogs, goats, and cattle that the current swept against them as they moved ahead. So when they were moving ahead, so it was very difficult for them to see the walk in that water, and it was very difficult for them to see that scene. Why? Because everywhere there was a dead bodies of a human being, like your women, children, men, and the carcasses of a animals, cattle, like goat, your dogs. Everywhere there was a dead bodies of the human being as well as the carcasses of a cattle. Now they have to swift against them as they move ahead. मतलब कि उन्हें वो उसे हटा के आगे की तरफ बढ़ना पड़ रहा था. They had to move the bodies from that water, floating water, and they had to move towards their village. In every village that they passed, they could barely see a house standing. मीन्स जहाँ जहाँ जिस जिस विलेज से वो लोग गुजर रहे थे, वो क्या रहता है, वहाँ पर उन्हें बहुत कम ऐसे हाउसेस थे that they are seeing that they are standing to, like they are seeing that they are standing. कुछ ही घर थे जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा खड़े थे, अदरवाइज वो क्या थे, each and every houses was swept away by that flood. So Prashant now wept out loud and long. He was sure that his family could not have survived this catastrophe. Means now Prashant was started crying out loud and long, because when he saw that macabre scene, means he cannot the frightening scene of the dead bodies of the animals and human beings. So he thought that his family could not survive in this havoc played by the your this one your cyclone. So he started crying. So he thought that his family could not survive in this catastrophe. Now, next, eventually Prashant reached his village Kalikuda. His heart went cold. Where their home once stood, there were only remnants of its roof. मीन्स जब जो प्रशांत था, जब वो वापस अपने घर पहुंचा, वहाँ पर जहाँ पर वो लोग रहते थे, दैट इज़ अन कालिकुदा, उसने क्या देखा, हिज हार्ट वेंट कोल्ड एंड देयर वाज जहाँ उसका घर मीन्स वेयर देयर होम वन स्टोड, देयर वर ओनली रेमेंट्स ऑफ इट्स रूम, मीन्स जो बचे हुए टूटे हुए उसके छत के जो टुकड़े थे वो ही सिर्फ बचे थे. Now some of their belongings were caught, mangled and twisted in the branches of trees just visible above the dark waters. Young Prashant decided to go to the Red Cross shelter to look for his family. Now अब उसे जो भी उसके घर की जो बिलोंगिंग्स थी, उसके घर के जो सामान थे, वो क्या थे, वो कुछ ही जो चीज़ें थी बची हुई थी, एंड दैट वाज ट्विस्टेड एंड मैंगल्ड इन द ब्रांचेस ऑफ ट्रीज. मतलब कि कुछ जो चीज़ थी वो ट्रीज़ के ब्रांचेस पे मैंगल्ड थी या ट्विस्टेड थी या फिर उसके ऊपर पड़ी हुई थी. So he decided, now young Prashant decided to go to the Red Cross shelter to look out for his family. So अब उसने ये डिसाइड किया कि अब वो अपनी फैमिली को देखने के लिए रेड क्रॉस शेल्टर जाएगा. Among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother. और उस रेड क्रॉस शेल्टर में सबसे पहले अगर उसने किसी को देखा तो दैट वाज हिज मैटरनल ग्रैंडमदर, मीन्स नानी. Weak with hunger, she rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes brimming. It was a miracle. They had long given him for a dead. So, when he saw her maternal grandmother, what he saw that she was like brimming, means to be or become full to the point of overflowing, means she was like she was looking very weak with hunger, and she rushed to him, and her hand outstretched, her eyes brimming. It was miracle that they had given a long given him for a dead. मतलब कि ऐसा लग रहा था कि वो उनकी डेथ हो जाएगी या they cannot survive in that cyclone, but they were survived and she was there. So quickly word spread and his extended family gathered around him. Now what happened, and hugged him tight in relief. So everyone came there, and then they quickly word spread and his extended family gathered around him and hugged him tight in relief. Now everyone came there and they hugged the Prashant, and they feel relieved that their family members are alive. Now Prashant anxiously scanned the mortally battered group. His brother and sister, his uncles and aunt, they all seemed to be there. Now Prashant was anxiously seen everyone, and he saw that like everyone was injured badly. Battered means injured badly. So means his uncle, auntie, brother and sister, they all seemed there, but they were injured very badly in that cyclone. Now we'll come to the page number 40. By the next morning, as he took in the desperate situation in the shelter, he decided to get a grip over himself. Now, the next morning, he took around all the situations of that shelter, and he decided to get a grip over himself, means he decided to help the people there. So he sensed a deathly grief settling upon the 2,500 strong crowd in the shelter. Now he saw that the people were like in a that 2,500 people were crowded people were in that shelter were in a deathly grief, means they had lost their family, they had lost their houses, everything they had lost in that cyclone. So now 86 lives were lost in the village. All the 96 houses had been washed away. It was their fourth day at the shelter. So there was 96 houses in that village, and that had been washed away, and it was a fourth day at that shelter. So far they had survived on green coconuts, but there were too few to go around such a tumult of people. But as you all know that the coconut trees were also washed away, some of the coconuts had also washed away. So there are few coconut that they were surviving on that coconut, and now there are few left that they had to 2500 strong crowd people had to survive on that coconut. Now Prashant, all of 19 years, decided to step in as a leader of his village if no one else did. Now Prashant, he was 19-year-old, as you all know that. Now he decided to be a leader of his village, and if no one else did, means he decided that if no one is going to help this crowded people or the people who are living in that shelter, he decided that he is going to be a leader of his village. Now he organized a group of youth and elder to jointly pressurize the merchant once again to be part with his rice. Now they organize some youth and elder people so that they can go and like they can bargain about the rice to from that rice merchant. Now this time the delegation succeeded and returned triumphantly, means अब वो जितने एल्डर पीपल थे, कुछ यूथ थे जो वो मर्चेंट के पास गए थे, जो कि किराने वाले होते, जो राइस या फिर जो होलसेलर डीलर्स होते उनके पास गए थे, सो दैट दे कैन ब्रिंग सम राइस एंड दे कैन मेक इट एंड दे कैन गिव इट टू द पीपल हु आर लिविंग इन दैट shelter. Now they were get succeeded and they bought a rice. Now wading through the receding water with food for the entire shelter. No one cared that the rice was already rotting. So the rice which was put it there, that no one was cared about that rice that was rotting, मतलब कि वो खराब हो रहा था. Now branches from fallen trees were gathered to light a reluctant and slow fire on which to cook the rice. Now जो branches से trees के जो टूट के गिर गए थे उनको लेकर आया गया, उसको फिर use किया गया to lit the fire so that they can cook the food on that like they on which they can cook the rice. For the first time in 4 days, the survivor at the cyclone shelter were able to fill their bellies. मतलब bellies means stomach. So पूरे 4 दिन बाद वहाँ पर जो भी रेड क्रॉस शेल्टर में जो लोग रह रहे थे, वो क्या हुआ, आफ्टर 4 days they had a proper rice in their bellies, means proper food in their stomach. His next task was to organize a team of youth volunteer to clean the shelter of filth, urine, vomit and floating carcasses, and to tend to the wound and fractures of the many who had been injured. Now the next task was to Prashant had organized a team of the youth who had cleaned the shelter with filth, means all the vomit, the people who are like urine they are doing, and the floating carcasses, means the dead bodies of the cattle, and also they had cleaned the whole area around the shelter where the people were living, and they tend to, and also to tend to the wound and fracture of the many, and also help the people who got injured in that cyclone, and they had wound the and fracture जिनके हो चुके थे उसको भी उन्होंने उसको अच्छे से बैंडेज बांध के उनको अच्छे से रखा. Now, on the 5th day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcel. Now, on the 5th day of the cyclone, when the cyclone passed, a military helicopter flew over that shelter and dropped some food parcel. Then they did not return, but उसके बाद वो लोग कभी वापस नहीं आए. Now, the youth task force gathered empty. Now the youth task force gathered empty, means they empty utensils from the shelter. Now अब क्या हुआ, youth task force ने क्या किया, that उनको कुछ भी खाने को नहीं मिला, because the next day the military helicopter didn't came. So the youth task force gathered empty utensils from the shelter. अब क्या हुआ, उन्होंने जितने भी यूथ थे, उन्होंने जिनको ये सारे टास्क दिए थे, उन्होंने क्या किया, जितने भी बर्तन थे, all the utensils they had collected from the shelter, and what they had done, then they deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the water around the shelter with these utensils on their stomach. और जहाँ से वो पानी हट गया था, जहाँ पर सिर्फ सैंड था, उन्होंने उन बच्चों को वहाँ पर लिटाया एंड दे पुट दैट यूटेंसिल ऑन द स्टमक ऑफ द चिल्ड्रेन, so to communicate to the passing helicopter that they were hungry, so that the people, the helicopter can see the children, and they can get the message that the people who are living there and the sheltered people are empty. So the message got through, and after that the helicopter made the regular round of the shelter, air dropping food and other basic need. Now the message was got through that children, and the way they had communicated. So now the helicopter regularly they made a round to the shelter and gave them the air dropping food and other basic need. So students, till today I had completed page number 41. So the last two paragraph I will be explaining you tomorrow in the class, and if you have any query you can ask from me. Thank you students, take care and bye bye.